Hey there, cast iron fans. This is John. I'm in the kitchen and I want to show you how to ruin a cast iron pan. There's a surefire way to do this. The reason I'm making this video is somebody mentioned this in a comment about they had bought a pan. I don't remember exactly who it was, but shout out to you. I'm going to show you what happens when you put a cast iron pan on an electric stove and you crank the heat up to high. That's why I never ever do this. When I was a kid, we had a gas stove. And you can look over here, this is my mom's old griddle. And when we moved, our new house had an electric stove, and she didn't know about cooking on an electric stove. I was a little kid, I didn't know either. And this used to be a flat griddle. Now if you look at it, the whole thing is warped. This pan I bought when I was, I don't know, in my early 20s. I've had this pan about 17 years, 16 years. You'll notice that it's warped as well. And that's how I learned that this pan got warped, because I asked my mom, what happened to my pan? The bottom's warped. And she said, oh, it's because you were cooking on the electric stove and you were just cranking up the heat to high, so you have to crank it back. And every stove is different, so you have to kind of learn. That's why I never cook above a medium on an electric stove, because the coil gets so hot so fast, it shoves that heat right into the bottom of your pan, and it expands that metal too quickly. Eventually, you might get away with it once or twice or even 5 or 10 times. I don't know how many times I cooked on this before I noticed it was warped. But you'll notice this pan here is not warped at all. It doesn't spin. These pans will spin. And what happens is the pan's pretty much ruined for most cooking, because your food no longer doesn't sit level in the pan doesn't sit level on the burner, it doesn't heat evenly. So I never use this. This was my mom's. I keep that for sentimental value. The only thing I use this one for is I use it to pop popcorn, and I do have a lid for it, so if I wanted I could cook things in this in the oven, so it still has some uses. It does good for popcorn. But other than that, the pan is basically ruined. Your food won't cook evenly, the pan won't heat evenly. So if you run across cast iron, you want to buy some, that's definitely something you want to check for, because it pretty much makes the pan worthless. So hope you guys don't have that problem. Hope that helps you prevent ruining a good pan by doing that. So just remember, cook slow, be patient with your cooking. Don't heat it above a medium or so on your stove if you have an electric stove, and learn your stove, and hopefully you can avoid that, and you won't, your cooking will get better and your pans won't get ruined. So hope that helps somebody out there. Thanks for watching.